In this video, I'd like to show you the basic workflow in the professional version of Emotion 2 and give you an idea of how you can use this program to quickly achieve a result you like. To do that, let's go to the history browser where I've prepared 3 images beforehand. Let's choose the middle one, a classic wedding motif. I'll reset it to the neutral preset. That's the default preset, so this is our original image. When I right click it, there's a slight change because the program automatically optimizes the tone mapping on the image by default. And to bring the emotions into the image, we have our options here on the right hand side. The interface is currently configured so that only the emotions module is activated. Here we can see a range of emotions. Some of you may already be familiar with them from the first version of the program, Emotion 1, and we've made significant improvements here. Everything is now calculated using neural networks with the help of artificial intelligence. There's a new motif protection feature. You can adjust the opacity, but there's a separate video for all these new features, which we'll present separately later. The focus here is on how to work with the program and how to quickly achieve the look you want. For a wedding motif like this one, it might be useful to set a slightly dreamy look. That's the second emotion slider control here on the right. Let's set it to a bit more dreamy. A whole range of image filters are then applied, which have been trained in a neural network. Our artificial intelligence is at work here to create the overall dreamy look. We created a huge number of sample images internally that were then used to train the AI. You can then combine all this with another emotional effect. For example, a glamour style. Here, that's divided into moods, styles, and further down, there are a few smart filters, which we'll also take a look at. We could use a bit more glamour. I'll click the right mouse button now. This was our initial image, and with just 2 sliders, we've achieved this look for the image. Just a quick note up here, this motif protection, if I turn it off, you can see it becomes very intense. So more AI is at work here, making sure that the motif isn't completely destroyed by over-editing. You're protected from that if you've activated this function, and this image mood that we created in just 2 clicks, the dreamy and glamour look, can then be combined with a preset. Wedding photos tend to be bright, so let's choose the second preset, light. And now we have a really beautiful look for this image, achieved in just 3 clicks. Dreamy, glamour, and the light preset. Before and after, or maybe activate the magnifying glass function here, the comparison window, and then compare them side by side. You can see the difference very clearly and how quickly you can achieve a result. And that's the general way we use this program. Upload an image, choose an image mood, select an appropriate preset. And if you still want to, I'll turn on the additional modules. Here in Finalize, you have various modules for automatic image optimization, grain, selective editing, LUT photo styles, the artificial intelligence module, which contains special filters from our AI filter program that you can add to your own database, sensor error correction, and a focus peaking analysis, all of which can be applied afterwards. Let's take a look at a second image. I'll choose this landscape shot to show you the other ways that it works. When we load the second image, it initially applies exactly the configuration we've just set. We can just reset that now. Let's click reset, select the neutral preset again, and now we have our original landscape on our dream beach. And here, you can go off in any number of directions with the editing. I'm going to do some editing that may be a bit more unusual. I'm going to make the image a bit more dramatic, maybe add a bit of anger into parts of the image, giving it a reddish look, and then I'll make the image a bit cooler. And now we have added some really bad weather in the image, like it's just before a storm. Let's click the right mouse button briefly. That's the original, and that's the edit. And that's how quickly you can apply an image mood to the image. If you want, you can export this image mood down here and load it again later. And we'll see how all these functions for automatically generating moods work in the video about the program's features.